what's up, guys? This is episode 3 of Lost Talks. I got Raymond King, also known as Wendego, sitting with me here, brother. What's up?
What's up?
Not too much,
Thanks for
bro.
having me.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming. I've been wanting to get you in here because you've been a big part of the build of LxstCauz.
Yeah,
and I
let's
appreciate that a lot, and I'm stoked to touch on that. And
Still here.
yeah. And a big factor was Karnivor Media, because when we started, we started at the Harb. That was more or less kind of the start, right? And you're the guy that runs the sound. And
Swifty McVeigh show.
yes, Swifty McVeigh.
That was the first one I think we met at.
I think so too. You were doing the sound for that?
I did sound
Yeah,
for that.
then it definitely was. Yeah, because I was with the Raw Dog at the time.
That's right.
Yeah, which was a sweet experience, because I actually learned a lot from Raw Dog. You know, watching Jordan do his thing taught me a lot of things.
Hey, he's a killer host.
Yeah, great host, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I met you. You were doing the sound, and you're very particular on your sound. I have learnt to just let you do your sound, and I will just fuck off. And when it comes to rap chords at the end, I will start rapping chords.
That's right.
Yeah.
And carry speakers.
Yeah, carry speakers, rap chords.
Lug in gear.
That's it. Anything else, fuck off. But let's touch on Karnivor Media, because you've obviously had that going for a long time, and that's been a big part of your build.
Yeah, I started out with Killing Clarence, basically.
Yeah.
Killing Clarence couldn't get any shows, so I started booking our own shows.
Yeah.
And did some shitty sound for a few years before I figured it out.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's cool, because when we started, you know, having Karnivor Media run sound has been... We almost get to skip that a little bit, but when you're not around, I've had to run shitty sound.
That's right. You got to make mistakes before you figure it out.
Yeah, you got to learn it. You definitely got to learn it. It's a big learning curve. And yeah, Killing Clarence, like, how long were you guys going for? Like, how many albums and stuff did you make with that?
We only had one album.
True.
We had a studio album. It was produced by Wiretone Records.
Okay. Where's that out of?
Owen Sound.
Okay.
It's Dave Chevalier.
True.
He really showed me something, though, that made me take performance and artistry to the next level. I would go to these shows, have a starter beer, have pre-sound beer.
Yep.
Okay, I've run the cables, have another beer.
Yep.
And then by the time I hit the stage, I was 4 or 5 deep. And I don't know if it was the environment of metal or what it was, but people would bring me drinks while I'm performing.
Right.
And by the end of our set, I'd be fucking hammered.
Yeah.
And I thought I was killing it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Jumping around the stage and, like, pulling out my hair and hitting myself in the face with the microphone and
Right.
kicking my band in the balls. And, like, Dave videotaped me one time. He was like, look at, like, these first 2 songs, you're kick-ass. You're a great performer. And then you get sloppy.
Right.
And he's like, look at this video. He's like, you just fell on the drums.
Right.
How is Jeff going to do his job as a drummer if you're fucking up his equipment while he's doing it?
Yeah, totally.
And he's like, if I'm going to sign you, you can't drink while you perform.
Right.
And I was like, yo, fuck that. That's part of my performance.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I do better.
Yeah, no, but then I started seeing videos after when I quit drinking and focused on the performance, and it was always substantially better.
Right.
So I really took that to heart.
I'm kind of learning that too myself, because I like my beers. You know what I mean? And I've gone to the point that I've noticed I've done some sloppy sets, and they come out sloppy. You know what I mean? Like, if you're sitting there and you're getting drunk, I know sometimes it's like the, you know, liquid courage to get up there because you're a little anxious. You know, don't get me wrong, I like to have a couple before I get up there, but I know that I have a limit, because I'm not trying to get up there and be sloppy when I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, once you get sloppy, and where we are right now is, like, we're really trying to do this. You know what I mean?
And so, beyond the performance being sloppy, it's after the show's done and we're wrapping stuff up and this guy gets mouthy outside the bar. Drunk Me's going to punch him in the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And now I've traveled across the country to punch somebody's brother or cousin in the face, and now they don't fuck with my music or my brand or anything
Venues
because
pissed off at us. Yeah.
Be professional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It pays off.
Yeah.
And getting drunk and making a fool of yourself, it's no good for your brand. It's no good for your mission.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not going to do any good.
Yeah. Have a couple, before,
I've just come to drink non-alcoholic beer, honestly.
Yeah.
I love beer.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When I go to the bar or like I'm hanging out with boys and they're all having a beer, I want a fucking beer. I love beer.
Yeah.
But I hate being drunk.
Right.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
So like, I just drink non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Problem solved. I get
Smoke
to drive
your
home.
weed and drink your beers.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
enjoy your time.
my favorite thing is at the end of the show, I pack up the gear, hop in my car, and I go home and sleep in my own bed.
Yeah.
I don't have to. Well, how the fuck am I getting home tonight?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a problem.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that one night?
Yeah. And so Karnivor Media though, like you guys done a lot of different things. Like, what are some of tell these guys like some of these names that you've been bringing. Like you've brought some big names.
Yeah, it kind of started with Mad Child.
Right.
Years ago in Owen Sound.
I remember when he came.
Yeah, at H2O.
Yes.
And we were doing metal show after metal show after metal show, and Robbie G reached out and was like, I'd love to bring a hip-hop show in.
Right.
And I was like, I like hip-hop. Let's try that. I wasn't even rapping yet.
Right.
And it started with Mad Child. We've done shows with Monster Truck. We've done shows with...
Monster Truck was a big one, too.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
We've done stuff with... I think my favorite, just to touch on this, one of my favorite artists that we've worked with is Brandon Hart.
Super humble, dude.
Great guy.
Yeah.
And R.A. the Rugged Man.
Yep.
We did sound for R.A. the Rugged Man just recently, actually.
Yep.
And these two fellas come in, and they've got some notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
Especially R.A. the Rugged Man.
Yeah.
That guy's been around since beginning.
Yeah.
And he come in to our little bar, and he did a performance like he was in the studio.
Right.
Or not a studio, in a stadium.
Yeah.
Like he brought it.
Yeah, he brings
he
brings the energy all the time.
Yeah, and like same thing with Brandon Hart. Genuine human being listened to my set and actually made mention of it while he was on stage that he was paying attention.
Yeah.
And like not a lot of big artists will come through and give that attention to the small guy.
Yeah.
And like these guys were humble enough to like pull us aside and hang out with us.
Yeah, well, I remember
do photos with the people in the bar.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I remember after the Brandon Hart show like ended, he was totally cool with like, cause we're coming up, so we're looking for tips and tricks that the bigger guys have done, and save us some of the hassles along the way. And he was first to be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like he was sat there with us for half an hour, 45 minutes, just talking about, how it works to get us to go over to the States, and like, just touched on a bunch of different topics and just giving us knowledge. And I think that's super fucking cool.
He's one of the artists that I would say his personality matches his brand, matches his performance, matches his music.
Yeah.
He's just a genuine dude, and he's really nice.
Yeah.
And I think that pays off in the long... And guess what? He didn't drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these guys that come in, the dudes that are serious, this is their job, and they don't drink on the job.
Yeah.
So, like, again, recovery's paying off.
Yeah. No, for sure. So, and then from Karnivor Media, you're working with a bigger company now. We're not 100% sure we can talk about who it is, but you're working with a big company.
We'll call them nameless.
Yeah. And like how it, like that's benefiting you because you, from Karnivor Media, you're doing all these local shows, blah, 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 and a bunch of them that you kind of become an expert on, the local show aspect.
Yeah.
Now you're working with companies doing,
I went from dive bar to corporate and working with line arrays.
Yeah.
And having my own budget, now moving to having a full corporate sized budget.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, some of our shows that we're doing are $750,000.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, dude. So there's companies out there that have the money and they throw it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
like, what are some guys that you've worked with there? Because I know you did the comedy, the dude from
Jerry D.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah.
D, the show Mr. D.
Yeah.
He
I've
came
done
out.
sound for Jerry D. I've done sound for Pinball.
Yeah.
Pinball Clemens.
Yeah.
What a
sick.
great human.
No doubt.
Just a humble. He didn't care about anything else. He didn't come in trying to spew about how great he was and all of his. He said, I came over and sat down. I was like, how was your day?
Yeah. No
You
doubt.
know, what was the best thing that happened to you today?
Sick.
Oh, well, I don't know. This is pretty cool. I
Yeah.
get to meet Pinball Clemens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I have a photo, dude? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
no, fuck
great
yeah.
guy, man.
And it's cool because when we started LxstCauz, you know, you're doing your Karnivor media thing. That's really helped us expand because
Did you say cannibal and carnivore in the same word?
I don't think so.
Because, like, sweet.
Did I? Carnivore media. Because, like, the sound is obviously the main part of, you know, having a good show, right? And you guys have helped us with that since really the beginning of us starting. And I just give you flowers there because that's been huge. You know, a huge start to helping us get bigger. And, you know, we went to BC. We went to BC
did.
together. We brought Eli, the Prophet, the Kid G, and me and you, right?
Yeah, and Hazy Maid and Strain
Yeah,
K.
and we worked with Hazy Maid and Strain K out in BC
man,
there.
Those guys are sick.
Yeah,
Little
they're
Man.
good.
We met
Little
Man. out
Man,
there.
yeah. Great connection building that tour was.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, because like now we're working with Little Man in Edmonton, where he's from, and that's, you know, he's doing great
What's up,
work
bro?
out there, and yeah, I'm stoked to continue that. But that BC trip was a huge next step, I think, for both of us. You know, because
Yeah.
now you're running your production.
And I think we also found positions.
Yeah,
Like, you got the bookings in you figured out where we were going, you got connected with artists out there, and when it came time for Airbnbs and food and stuff like that,
yeah,
we were able to kind of separate those things.
yeah,
Like, me and G would piss off to the grocery store and come back with some bacons and stuff for breakfast.
yeah.
Y'all would sleep in.
The throat coat tea.
The throat coat.
Because it was like we were going hard because, you know, we're out of province.
Was it 4 shows back to back?
It was 4 shows back to back. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did the Vancouver, we did
Salmon Arm.
Kelowna, and back to back Kelowna, and then Salmon Arm.
Yeah, but I think we did it the other way. We started at Salmon Arm. Then we did 2 in Kelowna, and then we finished. Yeah, we finished in Vancouver because Eli and I hopped a fucking Uber from downtown Vancouver at like 2 o'clock in the morning to catch our plane in Abbotsford.
Yes,
At 6
that's
o'clock
right.
in the morning. We
Wild.
slept in the fucking airport that
How-
night.
How long was the drive? Was it from Abbotsford? A couple hours.
From Vancouver. No, from Vancouver to Abbotsford. I think it was like 45 minutes.
Okay, all
It wasn't
right.
bad. It's cheap Ubers out there.
Yeah.
Ubers are expensive in Ontario. Fuck you,
Yeah,
Ontario.
no, that's right, because like me and Larissa were doing our own stuff because we went a little early just to like capture in BC a bit, right? And like we had to Uber everywhere because we didn't have our vehicle,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, Ubers were fucking cheap. Like,
Yeah, it was affordable.
yeah.
Yeah, we Ubered all over Kelowna.
And we shot. You helped shoot Little Man's video.
That's right.
What's up?
Up.
It was up, right?
Yeah.
And we yeah.
Cell phone and a gimbal, bro.
Yeah. Well, we went to that one beach and I forget what the fuck.
Vernon.
In Vernon. Yeah,
was
in
Vernon.
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 Yeah, in Vernon, and wicked scenery, and that was cool because that was like to this day he's like, man, like Wendego shoots wicked videos.
Which is wild because it was a cell phone and a gimbal.
Yeah,
And I've since invested in more gear. I can't wait to go out there with all our gear.
yeah, I know, it's gonna be sick.
See you in Alberta.
Yeah, yeah, which actually I'm supposed to call Calgary tonight, and that's gonna actually finish 4 provinces.
Sick.
Yeah, and then we can kind of just start denouncing cool shit.
We should do an East Coast.
So
I want to go to Newfoundland, bro. Though
Yeah.
I feel like those are my people.
we're building so good on the West Coast right now that I'm like, okay, let's really capture that.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed by any means to go hit some East Coast, you know?
Have you seen the housing prices out east?
No. Cheap?
Cheap.
Because I know New Brunswick's like the
cheap,
poorest
cheap.
province. And cheap.
Yeah. I looked at a 5-bedroom house on, I think it was 190 acres. Yeah, it was a whole...
How much?
I don't even want to tell you, bro. It was like 140,000.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. I almost left.
No doubt. Just left to go there. Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I actually remember you talking about that. Yeah.
I talked to the wife. He was like, honey, I'm contemplating it. Like,
Yeah.
I have the down payment.
I was like, oh no, I'm going to lose my sound guy.
You do that when you go on tour without me.
Yeah, I know. You just got to start coming, man.
Yeah, I came.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're doing the AV thing. You got your Karnivor thing. Your flight photography. You take crazy pictures, and
Thank you.
you've been doing that.
I think all your good photos are me.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
That's the
which are
photographer's
few.
curse. All my friends have fucking great photos.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got the camera now, so I'll learn some
right.
tricks, you know. And
We'll put Nick on it.
yeah,
You're at every show anyways. Let's put a camera in your hands.
Can we trust the camera in his hands? No.
Not by your set. Maybe the opener sets, you'd be fine.
True that. Well, you did really good actually on our tour in Alberta there. You were rocking it. You were getting footage all left, right, and center, brother.
Just give him a gimbal.
I dialed in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give him a gimbal. Yeah, fuck that up, man. It's a steady cam.
Yeah, well,
You can
yeah, we got
stagger all
the
you want.
Canon and yeah, no, it's fun. Alberta's fun, man. And it's cool because like
pumped.
Edmonton and Calgary are like they're like 2.5 hours apart. You know what I mean? So like I feel like the whole community as a music scene out west is much easier because it's so compressed. You know what I mean? Like there's not Ontario, it's like city, and they're all just trying to do their own thing. Where Alberta's very compact and, you know, just running off a good.
I think we got our own chapter, I think, now.
Yeah, we definitely started.
Hey, Jack.
Ajax been doing insane work out there,
Fucking right.
and now we got Kid Kill It from Calgary,
Okay.
and he's actually in a metal band.
Sick.
Yeah, so
Chugga.
which is really cool because, you know, we're planning to drift into, you know, booking other than just hip hop, so that kind of really works out. You know what I mean? He's gonna be able to help us a lot there. But yeah, no, Alberta's been amazing, dude, and they all rock. And it's so bars. You know what I mean? Like I got up the first time and we got the openers on stage and they're just ripping it. I'm like, holy
I'm
fuck.
excited.
I'm about to get up and start singing. You know what I mean? And Ajax like, oh yeah, like bring your hottest bars. But I'm also like, that's not really who I am. So I'm just going to do what I am. And they all fucked with it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
fuck
it's a
yeah.
really good scene. I can't wait to bring everybody out.
Yeah.
So I think like the next thing I really wanted to touch on was what is Wendego? Where did Wendego come from? Because you speak on so many things and you stand for so much that I think, you know, this is something we need to capture. So what is Wendego?
So, to explain Wendego, you have to first know where the Wendego myth and lore comes from.
Right.
So, the Algonquin people believed that the Wendigo was a spirit. And me and you are out in the bush and we're trying to survive, and the rabbits dried up and there's no berries anymore, there's no food.
Right.
And I start getting hungry, and I start looking at Jonas's thick thighs.
Oh.
And I could live off you for fucking months, dude.
Yeah.
And the thought of consuming human flesh was supposed to be sparked from this demon or this entity that is the Wendigo,
Okay.
right?
Right.
We don't get those thoughts unless you've been possessed by Wendigo.
Okay.
So that's the kind of the origin story that I was told. To me, I heard a monster that you use to survive.
Right.
And through my addiction, when I was really heavy into it, my addiction led me to prison.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of time in prison, and this guy that you know now is Ray.
Yeah.
But that dude that I had to be when I was in there was Wendego. I had to create this monster. I had to be a fucking mean motherfucker, or else
Right.
people take advantage of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I created this even before I was into hip-hop music.
Right.
Right? When I was going through my branding, when I finally started doing hip-hop, I thought long and hard on my branding and what I would call myself, and I felt that Wendego was a suiting fit because there's this fucking monster that lives in me.
Right.
And this thing that's always telling me, like, you know, you could do one more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody would know.
Yeah.
But this monster also helped me survive.
Right.
Right? So I took this and I kind of gave it a voice. And when I hit the stage, I let that monster out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And you've seen me perform, you know what it's like. It's this guy goes away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's this next thing that come out.
Right. And it's noticeable. Like, you can tell that you're channeling a space in you that's like, I got something to say.
Yeah. I think it's a constant battle. You know that old adage of the man that has two wolves in him?
Right.
You know what I mean? Which wolf wins, the good or the bad?
Yeah.
Whichever one you feed.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I started feeding a positive energy with my performance. Like, my recovery was tough in the beginning. Obviously, luckily I was in prison for most of it. The first year I was sober, I was in prison.
Right.
And then I got released, and music is what kept me sober. Not only did it keep me broke from buying microphones and
Right.
finishing that song. The first song I ever wrote was with Okie Brand.
Yep.
And it was during COVID. Killing Clarence couldn't perform. We couldn't have band practice because the wives were like, "Oh, you're gonna catch COVID."
Yeah, yeah.
And all the vaccines and bullshit and the lockdowns, live music took a hit.
Right.
There's nothing you could do. And then my homie come over and he was like, "Yo, let's record a song in the studio." So I don't rap, dude. Like, he said,
Right.
"Try it, it's fun."
Yeah.
And it is fun.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, and it afforded me a voice that people will listen to.
Yeah.
Metal is more about a vibe, I feel. People
Right.
aren't really listening to the lyrics per se in a live event.
Yeah, it's a lot of the feeling that you get out
it's
of
fucking
it.
mosh
Yeah.
pit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not busy listening to what you're saying. I'm busy listening to what you're doing.
How it makes you feel.
Yeah, and I feel like hip hop afforded me a voice where people listen to what I had to say.
Right.
And I saw that as an opportunity to use my traumas, my addictions, speak about my mental health, and it gave me this fucking high. I'd get off the stage and I would have this fucking high
Yeah.
that I couldn't compare to any other drug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was
Healthy high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was getting off the stage and having people come up and be like, "Yo, my brother just died from an overdose.
Right.
And your song really hit me, and I appreciate what you're saying and what you're doing."
Yeah.
And that voice of Wendego is kind of what sparked all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It barked from my traumas.
Right. And like, which is super cool for you to say because like how you said, you know, you finish your set and you go in the crowd and these people are relating to you. And that's,
Yeah.
you know, that's building your fan base, one, right? But it's a loyal fan base because they're actually giving a shit about what you're saying. And then earlier you were talking about how, like, you know, you're working on some new stuff, right?
Yep.
And how it's going to be more of, okay, I've talked about it I've talked about the addiction. I've talked about being in the dark. Now it's like, let's bring some light to this community. You know what I mean? Which all these people actually do look up to you, because, dude, 16 years sobriety, that's fucking huge, bro. Like, congratulations on that. You know what I mean? Like, and people want to have a leader, but not a, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, what would you call it? Yeah, like someone to look up to. You know what I mean? And I think it's cool that you would be drifting into, you know, who you are and where this is taking you now.
Yeah, so like when I first started Wendego, I was really focused on everything that had happened to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? All the things I've survived. I've been homeless. I've done time in prison. I've been a junkie. I've lost friends. I've seen people die.
Right.
I go to prison. There's a fellow that I met, watched him jump off the top tier.
Crazy.
And take his own life.
That's
and then we were
wild.
on lockdown for days afterwards.
For sure. Yeah.
But like, there's nothing that prepares you for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Or what to do after you experience that kind of thing.
Right.
And I found music was an outlet.
Yeah.
And I used that consistently as an outlet of what's going on in my life now. Right? So that's why I'm having a hard time performing these old songs.
Right.
Because I'm not there anymore.
Right.
Right? I was struggling with suicidal ideation when I wrote Blindfold.
Right.
I was struggling with repetitive dreams of trauma when I wrote Save Me.
Right.
Those were the struggles at the time. Now I'm driving a fucking Audi. I got a job that I love.
Yeah.
I got a wife and a kid at home.
Yeah.
Like,
Life
things
has
are good,
changed.
man. Like,
Yeah.
they say that sobriety just keeps getting better.
Right.
And it does.
Fuck yeah.
It really does. And I think that's what I'm trying to use my music for, is to show that.
Right.
This next album that I'm working on is not, this is how shitty it was. It's look what you have to look forward to.
Yeah.
Like, if I can do 16 years, so can you, so can the guy down the road.
Yeah.
So can the dudes that are sitting out front of the Safe and Sound and Owen Sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the people I want to reach. And be like, I can relate to you.
Yeah.
I know where you've been. That was my first releases. But this is what we have to look forward to. Choose sobriety and it'll take you to fucking places you never thought it would take you.
Yeah.
I never even thought I would own my own vehicle.
Right.
It wasn't in the cards for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I grew up really poor and marginalized.
Yeah.
Like, it being indigenous in court is fucking horrible.
True.
The indigenous population of Canada makes up 6 to 9% of all Canadians, but we make up 36% of the incarcerates
No shit.
in all of Canada.
Crazy.
So, like, we're really overrepresented.
Right.
Which is also what I try to talk about. I try to touch too, because, like, I experienced that oppression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I was 17 years old, I had 5 different probation orders at one time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how many people do you know that are on 5 probation orders? You get caught smoking a joint, you do a year in jail because you got 5 breaches.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a crazy system.
It's a fucked up system.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm just trying to tell people that music can keep you sober.
Yeah. And like I said, like, I think that's super cool, because a lot of these people have found you because of you telling your story about addiction and, you know, how it's better to be sober, right? And now I think these guys are so ready to hear what Wendego has to say now, you know, like, here's how I'm feeling. This is what sober got me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is how great it is, type deal. And I think that's gonna be awesome, man. I'm really stoked to get in on listening to that. Have you got, like, songs already done for that already, or?
I've got 2 that they're not recorded, but they're written.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be a 7 or 8 song album.
I feel like that's a really good.
It's gonna be 9D's gonna be on it.
Yeah, sick.
Wayward's gonna be on it.
Sick. Totally.
We should do our song on it. Why not?
Yeah.
Lost Cause way, bitch.
Yeah. No, I'm down, dude. Lost Cause way. Because Lost Cause... Let's touch on that for a minute. Because I feel like Lost Cause wouldn't actually have started off how good it started off without having you involved in it. Because you really... One, you've shown me and directed me into some ways that... Like, you've almost mentored me a bit. At the beginning, and
one of the things that I appreciated about you right off the hop was your drive.
Right.
You know what I mean? You didn't even know what you were doing, but you're fucking going there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right? And
I appreciate it.
That's something that's missing in promoters nowadays. You don't see promoters taking risks. Most promoters will charge their opening artists, and that pays their overhead, and they don't care if they get bodies through the door.
Yeah.
We're the other way around.
Yeah.
We'll take some risk, but you know what I mean? If the bodies don't come through the door, still get paid.
Yeah.
But that's the way it used to be.
Right.
It wasn't a pay-to-play system.
Yeah, and that's a tough topic to touch on because it's been so blown out of proportion where a lot of dudes are like just being greedy about it. You know 100%. What I mean? I understand the business model where you have to be able to make enough money to have that show be ran.
Yep.
Right? Like, you can only take all those L's so many times until you find a system, which is what I'm still looking for. You know what I mean? Like, we've changed the ways tickets happen every tour because we're trying to find the happy medium of this artist is getting paid for, like, properly for the hustles that are done. You know what I mean? And we have to make enough money that, we can continue going to do this. Right? And yeah, that's a cool thing to touch on because, like, I'm not really about the greed. Like, and, like, my drive is I want to go everywhere. I want to build this community and I want all of us to have this community. You know what I mean? But it's just getting to a new place where people don't know you. You do have to rely on these guys.
100%.
And that's where we're like, hey, like, look, we've done this. This is what we're building. Help us expand to you and hop in with us. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's like we build this huge community of just let's go actually do this thing for real because we can now.
Yeah.
And you were a big part of and still are a big part of that because I actually felt like you've been kind of a mentor in that way, like learning sound and like how you're very direct.
Yeah.
When we're at a show, Ray is like, this is how it is, this is what it is, and this is how it's going to be done. And you do need that because without that, that's where I hear these shows are, people are fighting or getting in fights or, venues aren't happy with how things are being ran. And it's because you need to.
Start time says 9:00, but it actually starts at 10.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I can't stand that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where I was like, now we're like, okay, let's do door 7. Show starts at 8. That's it.
Yeah.
We're out by midnight. I don't like to be past midnight because everyone's, drunk and they start acting like idiots. And you just don't want that on the show. Leave that to the bar. You know what I mean? That's what they're there for. But
there's a DJ for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving forward, like we talked about partnering with Ninth Dimension Studios, which you guys are partnered in.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like Ninth Dimension Studios and Karnivor Media are like a package deal.
Yeah, so Karnivor Media covers a lot of the live end. Right. And then Ninth Dimension with Dalton, it covers the studio portion.
Studio stuff. Right.
Right?
Right.
You want to go record some tracks, D's got you.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to do a live show, Carnivor's got you.
Yeah. Yeah, bet. No, that's sick. And
do some music videos, we got you.
Yeah.
Now Jonas got you.
Yeah.
He's got the rig too.
We can partner in on video shit.
That's it,
you know
man.
what I mean? Like, and that was a cool thing that Dalton episodes was amazing. 90s episode was really good because we touched on the studio and how he's built his thing there, right? And we touched on how you guys have partnered. And then we were also talking because we're looking to have, Ninth Dimension Studios basically run our sound for moving forward, which is Karnivor Media. So, like, do you guys have, like, an overhead, like, company name? Or is it just kind of like...
So, Karnivor will be the umbrella, if you will.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
And then underneath that, I have a photography business.
Yes.
Flight photography.
Yeah.
and we've got Ninth Dimension covering studio work.
Right.
Right.
The umbrella thing's really cool to touch on, though, because I feel like that's also how I feel about LxstCauz. It's like, you know, we have LxstCauz, which is basically our everything. You know what I mean? And now we have like the Lost Talks thing. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like branding yourself gives you so many more avenues rather than just solo, I am Jonas Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or Wendego, right? Like, and then it gives you so much motivation to build more and just continue your growth, not just as an artist, but in the world, like in your own world.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I just wanted to touch because I think branding yourself is a really big opportunity that a lot of people miss.
So I find a lot of people use their talents surrounding their artist name, and they lose what they're bringing to the industry. Some people are really good at film. Some people are good actors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you need to tie in beyond it just performing.
Yeah.
Tie into who you are and bring that into your brand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am a photographer. That's what I do. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Regardless of my artists, whether I take photos of bugs,
Yeah.
of birds,
And they're
You-
fucking good, dude.
and you know what I'm saying? But it's like taking that and bringing it into this industry. It saved me a shitload of money. It cost me money, but now I don't have to pay a photographer to take my photos.
Yes, which is
You know what I
another
mean?
huge thing, right? Because like you put out so much, well, so you don't have money to be putting out, right? So it's like
That's right.
how, and that's where the camera comes in. Or like when we were renting speakers for every show.
Yeah.
And then, then we got some speakers and we paid that off as rental fees. Like we were still renting it, but then it's paid off. Now you earn that money. When it comes to video, shooting reels or shooting your own music video, you know what I mean? You could put $500 per session in, or you could, spend a couple grand, get
Yeah.
yourself a camera. And now that not only just saves you kind of there, but now you have that as an investment that you can actually, start shooting for other people. You know what I mean? You can find ways and build ways to actually fund yourself
Yeah.
by expanding and trying new things.
Exactly. I didn't even realize that I had the ability to do music videos with my camera. Like I understood, yeah, it's a DSLR. I can set it to record video, but like I didn't realize that I could shoot good shots for video.
Right.
I did a video for Oki Brand,
Right.
Slice, and it started there. And that video was edited by Ronan Bryson.
Okay.
So he's done work with Easy Mac. I
Okay.
think he's done some work with Snack.
Crazy.
He's a great video editor. And to see what I thought was mediocre footage taken and edited properly to be a dope-ass music video, I was like, I could do that.
Right.
I could do that. And then Blindfold happened.
Right.
I did my own video at Blindfold. It was me walking around in a prison jumper and Oki with a
Yeah,
tripod and a DSLR
Yeah.
following me around town.
Right.
The
Yeah.
cops in the background wondering what the hell we were doing.
Yeah, no, I think that's super cool way, and like that's where taking risks, can pay off. Like just try new things, keep branching out. Things might not work out. That's
right.
okay. That's how you go on and find the next thing, and the next thing might work out.
Yeah, I wasn't
Right, like-
just a good sound guy. I didn't just get behind a board and go bang.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta make those mistakes, dude.
Yeah, you gotta fuck up, and you gotta learn to fuck up, and you gotta learn to adapt, and just keep going, and just being, yourself, and running with that.
Beep, 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 beep.
But so before we really close this up, I want to give you some time. Like, is there anything else that you kind of want to talk about? Because I'm talking to you. I'm bringing the interview to you. But what's going on with you? Like, is there any shout outs you want to make? Stuff you want to touch on?
Yeah. I say it at every single show, and I'll say it again, loud, in case y'all can't hear me. I would rather listen to your story than go to your fucking funeral. right? Talk about yourself. Share your insecurities. Share your vulnerabilities. It doesn't make you weak. You know what I mean? Mental health is a very stigmatized thing, especially amongst men.
Yeah.
You're a pussy if you're crying. Be more man. Fuck off, man. Cry on my shoulder. I don't give a shit.
Right.
If it helps you to see tomorrow, let's go. And we got to stand together. Like Wayward has fucking hit the nail
Yeah.
right on the fucking head.
Yeah.
Never alone.
Yeah.
There's a whole crew of us. Like you said, LxstCauz, being part of LxstCauz created a whole family.
Yeah. It
And,
really
like,
did. It was
Some of my best friends today are because of doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's been insane.
It's a journey. And if I had taken my life years ago, this journey would have never happened.
Right.
So talk about it. Talk to your friends. Reach out. If it's fucking middle of the night, I don't give a fuck. Call me.
Yeah. And actually, Wayward does have a Never Alone hub
Exactly.
on Facebook right now. So like we touch on that, and you can really watch that
Check
on
the
on
link
our
right
Wayward. Yeah. Well, check out the Wayward episode for that, because these hubs are actually communities for that, right? Like he's really made it a community that like they're not doctors and they're not people that are going to tell you what's wrong with you, but they're there for support. And if you need that support, go to this group and just freely talk. And these guys, like these people, are actually going to, give you that support.
Yeah, we're not here to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah.
We're here to tell you that we want to see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, anyways, I appreciate everything you've done for us, man. You've been a staple, and you've helped us grow LxstCauz from what was just an idea and into an actual fucking thing. And I don't think we would be here as quick as we are without the help of you and your team at Karnivor Media. And
It's been a pleasurable journey, my friend.
yeah, and we got an awesome journey ahead of us this year.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna do a lot of cool shit, and I'm really excited to
I'll see
fucking have you on
soon,
board. Calgary, Edmonton, bunch of things. Guys, this is the wrap of episode 3, featuring Raymond King, also known as Wendego, Karnivor Media owner, founder. Brother, thank you so much for coming on,
It was
and
a pleasure. Thank you.
we'll catch you guys on our next episode next Wednesday.
Follow my links down here.
Yes, all links in the comments. Peace.